Good morning, sir.
See, for every 40 minutes, this connection, this Zoom link is going to be closed and it will be reopened. Please, I request you to everyone, please relog in once the application will be closed. Yeah, so today I'm going to talk about single inheritance concept. Yesterday, I have explained to you that, what exactly, inheritance concept. Yeah. So I told already a single inheritance concept is nothing but, where there will be a X is the, base class, where it will be derive the properties to the Y subclass. X is the base class or root class or parent class. Whereas the Y is subclass or derived class or child class. Here. So there are many possibilities that, where a single inheritance is required. We need to adopt. So, see, let's suppose, in general, parent relationship, like, a father as well as, child. So there will be a class is called, it can be a father or parent. It can be a father or maybe a parent. See, obviously, if the parent has certain global values, which means what? Some kind of values, let's suppose a parent might have more than one child also. A parent can able to share their data or their info to their children's patents or maybe properties related things to their children's also. So, right. So let's suppose the parent has a bank balance. The parent has a bank balance, something called as, and the parent can have a pension. Parent can have a pension that, a parent can have the, their own methods, like, parent method, where I would like to print, what I supposed to print, parent confidential data, that, self dot bank balance, comma self dot pension. So this is the, here we're supposed to understand parent is the class. These two are the class level variables or, static variables. These parent underscore method will be belonging to a parent where it can be derived to the children. Let me, I'm introducing single inheritance. There is another class called as a child. A child can be a son or maybe a daughter. If you wanted to be make that the child class is derived from the parent, supposingly we have to specify that the parent class name here, whatever the name you have specified here, that has to be specified within the bracket of the child class, such a way that this child class will be derived from the parent class. Programmatically, the relation will be established by specifying the name of the class parent over here within the bracket. Clear? Yeah. So obviously, child will have their own data. So child will have their own data. Let's suppose, bank balance is equal to something called as, yeah. And obviously royalty, like, obviously, the child can have their own thing, child method. Now print child info, comma, self dot bank balance, self dot royalty. Now the point is, if the child is able to access, now what exactly happens? Here, according to the programmatic way, OOPS concept is the package within which subpackage is the inheritance concept, within which single inheritance is the module. Let me write here. OOPS concept is package. Okay. Inheritance concept, subpackage or directory. And single inheritance module, which consists class and methods and attributes. Clear? So now these classes and childs can be called somewhere else. Let's go to outside of this particular directories and packages. What I'm doing here, access parent class methods properties by child. This is another program, right? So what I'm doing here, what are we supposed to do here? Firstly, we have to give the connectivity between the class where you have defined in the module and packages, and we have to create an object. So from OOPS concepts dot inheritance concept dot single inheritance concept. See, this you have to understand. In interviews, people used to ask, interviewers, what this OOPS concept, what is this particular thing, they would ask. Now, this is the parent package, this is the sub package, this is the module name, within which we supposingly import, there is a class name. There is a class name called is what? We want to call now child class, but trying to access the parent class. So we have to call child class. You are trying to call the child class, but you are trying to access the parent class, which means what? Creating an object with obj child object. You are creating an object for the child, but you are trying to access the parent class. With the help of child class object, able to access parent class methods and properties Hence, we said that child has single inheritance capabilities. Now child object dot. Now I am trying to access the parent method. I'm trying to access the parent method. Let's execute and conclude this. Are you seeing, guys? Child is able to access the parent confidential data. If the parent does not given the privilege to access the child, obviously this data cannot be accessible. This bank balance pension is able to see by the child because parent has given a privilege to the child. By the parent given a privileges to the child. Are you understanding, guys? Obviously, from the child class, child data can be seen. You can see here. Because he is the owner, right? Child info can be seen. Is that clear, everyone? Now I'm asking you guys to ask one exercise, that single inheritance. Make this particular complete program as, comment, and then you write another example. What I'm asking here, example, case study 2. Case 2. What is case 2? Consider Aadhaar as parent class, HDFC Bank is the child class. See, if the Aadhaar will be Aadhaar organization, government organization, Aadhaar database is the parent class. If your Aadhaar number is able to access by the HDFC Bank, then HDFC Bank is going to consider as a child class. This is called, single inheritance. Here Aadhaar will be X, HDFC will be Y. Class Aadhaar. Venkat. Venkat is the name of the person. His Aadhaar number is 2233556677 48. Yeah, this is my Aadhaar number. Similarly, Akhila. Akhila is the another person who is having a Aadhaar number 5566778899. Yeah, like this. There is an Aadhaar number. Definition. It's a method to access it by the child class. So, Aadhaar data about Venkat. Somebody wants a Venkat data. Somebody wants, Akhila's Aadhaar card. Everybody doesn't want everybody's Aadhaar card. So just print. Here is the Venkat's Aadhaar. Comma, self dot Venkat. Another method is that definition. Aadhaar data about Akhila. Print. Here is the Akhila's self dot Akhila. Are you clear? Now. What I'm trying to do here, I'm making it as a HDFC Bank. HDFC will be the child class. The whole Aadhaar organization will become a parent. Therefore, HDFC is able to access, isn't it? So now simply we need not to require always a definition. HDFC info is the method. Print HDFC details. So it's not required about a child, we required about a parent especially. Now the same whoever the accessing required. Now here someone is going to access. Here, what I'm doing here, I'll be go here from the oops concept dot inheritance concept dot single inheritance import. Now here HDFC will be the child class. Now HDFC object means HDFC wanted to access the somebody's data where the class name is HDFC. Now HDFC object dot Aadhaar about Venkat means HDFC Bank is able to download the Venkat's Aadhaar. Then HDFC is said to be a child class who is having a privilege to access the properties of Aadhaar. Yes or no? Let's execute. Let's execute. What is this? Child. Okay, child. We have make it as a comment, right? So we have made as a comment, right? Therefore, it is not working. So otherwise, we can make it as a enabled. If you make this particular program as enabled, so that it will be not going to give you any kind of errors over here. So that's what it is giving an error. You see the output? Parent data is given, child data is given about earlier program. Here HDFC Bank is able to download the Venkat's Aadhaar card. Are you clear, everyone, guys?
Yes, sir.
Now you have to tell me what is the multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance means what? There is a Aadhaar is the common database. Aadhaar is the common database. Aadhaar is the common database. All the organizations, banks, network, Airtel, all these people required your Aadhaar number. Schools required your Aadhaar. Many organizations required to access your Aadhaar number. Yes or no? They want to validate that whether it is a genuine Aadhaar or not. So now you tell me here what is the relation actually? Aadhaar is same, but multiple people wanted to access. Now it is a child 1, it is a child 1, it is a child 2, it is a child 3, it is a child 4, it is up to infinite. Any number of organization can access this particular relations. Can we access or not?
Yes.
So how you are going to make the changes over here in the same program? Here in the single inheritance, here Aadhaar will be same. Now ICICI Bank will comes into picture. It is another bank. Class ICICI Bank. Again, ICICI Bank wanted to become a child of the Aadhaar. Then again, Aadhaar people need to give a privilege to ICICI Bank also. Pass. Let's class SBI Bank Aadhaar. pass class, and here Airtel network wanted to access the Aadhaar because its validation is required. Yes or no? Now here you go here and trying to access. If from concept dot inheritance concept dot single inheritance import. Now Airtel people wanted to access the Aadhaar. Airtel network need to create a class object. Object by Airtel is equal to Airtel network. Now, can Airtel network able to access this? Yes, dot Aadhaar about Akhila, because she wanted to take a SIM card. Now let's execute. Yes. So Akhila's data Airtel network people wanted to access. They can access. Krishna. Chuppu Krishna. Bhavana Krishna.
హాస్పిటల్ వాడి దగ్గరనే వెళ్దాం అనుకున్నాను తగ్గట్లేదురా ఇవి తీసుకో మెడిసిన్స్ అన్ని
Guys, are you clear, everyone? Please, I need a confirmation from everybody, because I think I hope I have given a right examples to you. You can imagine where to apply the inheritance concept, because without inheritance concept, there are no real world applications are going to make. That's what confirm. See, let's suppose till 2 days back, being a CM is a child to the PM. But now the Revant Reddy is going to become a child because KCR has given a resignation. He doesn't have a privilege to access the central information. Now Revant Reddy is going to have a privilege to access. Now we are going to create a new class for the Revant Reddy as a CM. Parent is the PM, child is the CM. Likewise, real world applications are going to make by writing the programs like this. I'm not telling you any kind of a theoretical knowledge here. It's all practical applications we are going to make whenever the government applications we wanted to make it as a child and parent classes. Are you clear, everyone? Yeah, please, I need experienced people, Preeti. I think Chandrakala, Madhavi,
Yes, sir.
some are working employees here. Probably you might have seen many applications where these concepts are very much useful. In interviews, very casually, very quite commonly ask you to take how good in clarity about inheritance concepts, because you don't buttify the things. These concepts are very mathematically, programmatically, conceptually well defined them. Please, if you have any questions, you can ask me so that I can give you the clarity. Yeah, Narasimha Naidu, Pavan, Ramya, Shumir, Tejasvi, please, Vishal, I hope you people are listening the class properly. Please
Yes,
ask me
sir.
if you have questions. So Everybody is clear about a single inheritance property where X tends to Y relation. X can be a parent, X can be a root, X can be a base class. Y can be a child class, Y can be a subclass, Y can be a derived class. If Y can be able to access the parent X data, then Y is said to be a single inheritance capabilities. Let's go ahead. Multi-level inheritance. Let's go ahead with a multi-level inheritance. Now I'm talking about multi-level inheritance. Multi-level inheritance. So now I'm going to talk about multi-level inheritance. What do you mean by multi-level inheritance? This is very important to understand. There are some situations where X is going to be a parent. The property will come to Y. Eventually, the Y is going to be given to the Z. It has to be happen like this only. X will be given the privilege to Y. Y will be given the privilege to Z. Because the Y cannot be overlapped. ఒకసారి తెలుగులో చెప్తాను నేను. X అనేవాడు రూట్ నోడ్. X అనేవాడు Y కి పర్మిషన్ ఇస్తే Y అనేవాడు పర్మిషన్ Z కి ఇవ్వాలి. ఈ XYZ అనే వాళ్ళు ఆర్గనైజేషన్స్ అవ్వచ్చు, XYZ అనే వాళ్ళు మనుషులు అవ్వచ్చు, XYZ అనే వాళ్ళు ఎవరన్నా అవ్వచ్చు. ఇప్పుడు చూడండి, PM release the fund. What fund he will be released? Related to farmers. Some fund he will be released. That fund will be distributed to all the chief minister of the respective states. Y is going to be chief minister of the country, and Y is going to release the fund to the district level to the collector. Here, the PM cannot directly give to the Z because the Y is going to become a dummy if directly he gives the money to him, to Z. So that wherever the rules are going to become X tends to Y, Y tends to Z, in every places we are going to apply multi-level inheritance. This is one example. Example is that, if in case some rule will come, PM to CM, CM to collector, collector to MRO, MRO to village presidents. This level can be go to up to any level, not only XYZ. It can be go to any level. This is the parent. Parent will give the privilege to this. This will give the privilege to this. This will give the privilege to this, and this will give the privilege to this. So that ultimately, lastly, end user will come. End user will come. End user, who is that? A farmer. Anybody else. Anybody will become an end user. So level by level, wherever the relation would happen like this, then it is going to be a multi-level inheritance. Ikkada multi-level inheritance evaru antamu? End user is having a multi-level inheritance. Enduku? President data can be accessed by this particular person. Eventually, president will have a privilege to access this. This will access this, and this will access this, and this will access this. So the last level end user will be the person where he can have a capabilities. He can have abilities to access the data about president, MRO, collector, CM, PM, everybody's data, brief information data will be accessed by this. This said to be, what? This last person is said to be a multi-level inheritance capabilities. Are you clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now I'll implement such as things. How you are going to implement in simple matter, in simple way. One class is going to be a grandfather. Grandfather. It's a real time in registration office. In everywhere we are going to see this kind of thing. There is another class is called as a grandfather. Grandfather name is, let's suppose Rama. Child name is Kumar. So Kumar, obviously he has to be derived from the grandfather. X is the grandfather, Kumar is the Y. Now, if you wanted to keep that the Kumar is derived from the grandfather, you have to be specify grandfather name here. That class name has to be specified here. Another class is going to become class. Here, Kumar's child is Rahul. Child of Kumar. Now, Kumar is a Z. Sorry, Rahul is the Z. Now, if you want to specify the Rahul is derived from the Kumar, you have to specify the Kumar over here. Are you clear? So now here, this is the X, this is the Y, this is the Z. What is the concept here? If Z is able to access the data about Y and as well as X, Z is said to be multi-level inheritance capabilities. He can access father's data, he can also be access the grandfather's data. Therefore, create an object for the Rahul's class able to access the Y and X, then Z is said to be a multi-level inheritance capabilities. Are you clear? Let's. Now, grandfather has some property value. Yes, 1 crore. Now, definition. Grandfather info is the method name, where print property value. Now, Kumar is having, let's suppose, Kumar also, child of the grandfather, right? Rama's child. He is having his own property. Kumar's property. Kumar property is equal to something called as this much. Definition. Kumar info. Print Kumar data. Kumar info. Kumar info. So obviously self dot Kumar's. Yeah. Now I would like to inform you, I would like to demonstrate that even though Rahul is also child of a Kumar, obviously Rahul will have his own property. See, I am specifying few details. I am not specifying everything. In real-time scenario, whatever the data, if you wanted to include as a member or attributes, you can include everything. PAN card of Rahul card, Aadhaar card of Rahul card, property details, wife details, child details, everything you can write include in this particular thing. There is no restriction over there. Just to demonstrate to you that how the relations would exist in terms of multi-level manner. That's I'm just demonstrating to you. Rahul info is a method name. The method name can be anything. So you can specify according to your knowledge. Rahul's info. Yeah, where self dot. I think Rahul property. See, as Rahul is derived from grandfather and father, whenever if you click on self dot, you see grandfather data as well as Kumar's data also showing here, methods, because he is already deriving. Yes or no? If he is not derived from, see, if I cut the Kumar is not derived from the grandfather, you see, you cannot see the data. Here, if I trying to click, you see, grandfather details are not able to see. Here, are you seeing, guys? Here.
Yes, yes.
I have cut the relation